Alright, Dory, I just want to give you a quick intro on getting started. There's lots of WordPress tutorials that can help you, but I figured seeing it on your actual site may be a little bit easier. So all I'm doing is I'm just logging in with the information that was sent to you. Actually, I'm admin. Your username should be, I think, Dory, but the info was sent to you. So just log in from here. Once you get inside, the first thing that you want to do is, and of course I'll be able to come and kind of hold your hand later, but maybe if you want to make an attempt, then we can clean it up if necessary. But based upon the Elegant Themes theme package that they have, there is a handful of things that are kind of built in that you don't get with other WordPress templates. So in order to access that, I went to Appearance and then Modest Theme Options, and you'll see this panel that's pulled up here. From here, you can upload a logo. So you can just upload the image, and then it'll give you the ability to select your logo and put it in there. I'm not going to put one in there. You may or may not have one, which is fine at this point. Then a favicon, which is this little, the little icon next to the words up here in the tab. And then this lets you adjust the basic color scheme. So it's on default right now. You can also do black, blue, green, purple. And then what I would do is just select one, and if you go down to the very bottom and you hit save, and it's very important that you hit save at the end of each one. And this is what your site is, and so as I reloaded, this is now what the site looks like with a black setup. So you can do it with black, you can do it with purple, you can do it with these other ones that are pre-programmed in there, blue and green. Additionally, we could also customize beyond those colors that they have. A little bit of a pain, but totally doable. And you can see it's still saving here, and my browser's still loading. But there's these other options that are listed here. So this is your tagline. So this would be your website with the tagline of whatever you want to put in there. These things leave them disabled for now. Show Twitter icon, show RSS icon. If you're using Twitter, then enable it. If you're not, we want to disable it. And then show Facebook icon, same thing. If you're using it, great. If not, just disable it. Twitter profile URL. So if you're using Twitter, you can put in your URL right here, your username. RSS, we won't worry about at this point. Facebook, same thing. And then the number of posts displayed on category page and archive pages. Usually leave those as default. In the future, if it looks like we want to change it, we can change it. Then you can go up into the home page, display homepage quote. So this is enabled. I'm assuming this section right here is that homepage quote. Of course, it lets you put that stuff in yourself. Here's quote line 1 and quote line 2, and I believe, okay, so it looks like the top quote and the bottom quote, or the top line and the bottom line. And then there's also quotes you can put in the footer. It says this is enabled. If you go down and you look at the bottom, right here we offer the highest quality, most advanced web design services anywhere. That's that quote that it's referring to there. You also have the gallery category on homepage. Because this is set up with a little bit of a slider, so what pops up in here, you lay out a category, which we can do later. Right now it's uncategorized, but the category of posts or tags that will specifically be displayed on that home page. And then of course the number of items you want there, 6. We only see the 1 right now because there is only one post and it's not even one we created. So if you want, you can go through and you can kind of tweak these things, change the numbers, etc. You're not going to mess anything up at all. They're very easy to go back and correct. So feel free to play with it a little bit to determine what is the best for you. Display featured slider, which is this main piece here. So if we want that on, it's enabled now. Duplicate featured articles. And then of course featured category, number of featured slides. and then the speed at which it switches from slide to slide. Um, and then the animation is disabled. We could enable that once we've got things in there. But once again, just make sure to click the save button whenever you do anything here, otherwise it won't work. We've also got navigation. Some of this stuff's probably going to get into be a little bit more technical than you're comfortable with, but feel free to look at it. If you're going to be running this blog, it's it's just important to see the way that it's all kind of laid out. There's additional layout settings. Don't need to worry about that for right now. Ad management, so we could put ads in here if we wanted, or other things that we would call ads. This is colorization. So this lets you customize the individual colors, so you can see. Don't worry about the child sheet right now, but you can see the main font color. We have the link color, the menu link color, the menu active link color, the headings color, all these kinds of things. And in order to do that, you would figure out what your hexadecimal code is, which is what arrives in here, based upon where you put this little square. And you can copy that and you can paste it right in there, and then it'll change all the links or all the headers to that particular color. SEO, we won't worry about that for right now. Same with the rest of the stuff. So that gives you basics into the ePanel theme options that are built in to this WordPress install. You want to create new pages. So if we look at pages here, this allows you to create individual pages. So that, for instance, like your home page and your testimonials page, etc., etc., etc. As soon as this catches up, right now, I'm going to go ahead and say add new and see what happens. Okay, so from here, if we wanted to call this a testimonials page, I will put in testimonials up here at the top. And as soon as I click away, it should see this. You should see this here, Doreen/test, and so that'll be the ultimate link of the page. It'll be whatever the URL is / this. So if it's testimonials, we want it to say testimonials. We can also change it so it doesn't reflect what's here. Don't know why, but we can do that. You can put all your content directly in here. This is what's called the WYSIWYG editor. Basically mean what you see is what you get. So you got your bold, italic, strike through, ordered list, unordered list, block quotes, left, center, right justification, links, unlink, and then a few other things. And then this will actually show you the HTML that you're creating by using this deal here. I always leave everything with a no parent. It's just something that I do. Maybe it's incorrect. But over here where it says template, there's these different versions of a template. So for instance, we see portfolio page or a search page or a sitemap, login, gallery, full width, contact, blog, etc., etc. So these are all the different types of templates. The best way to do it is just choose one and save it, and then go and actually view that page to see if it looks the way you want it to. But if it doesn't, then just click on another one and then publish it from here, and then you can view the page again to see if that's the actual template you want to use for it. There's nothing else to that right now. The final thing I'm going to show you is menus. I'm going ahead and leave this page. I didn't save it. But if I go to menus and I can go in here and we can create a new menu, I'm just going to say new, and I'm going to say create menu. And now we have this new menu, and of course there's two different menu locations. There's a primary menu location, which is going to be up here at the top, and then there's a footer menu location, which is down at the bottom, which would be the things that show up down here. We don't have to use both. Usually I only use the top one, but it's there. So then if we want the new for the primary, I just select new. And right now there's nothing in there, but if I hit save, then now this menu up top here is going to be empty because there's nothing new in that. There's nothing there. Oh, and I changed it to green as well. But I've got nothing in there. But what you can do is Over here will be a list of all your pages you've created, and you can just click on that and you hit add to menu, and it brings it over. When you have multiple things in here, you'll be able to move these. So you just stack them up. You've got sample page, and if we had sample page 1, 2, 3, and 4, you can actually just kind of slide it to the side. Actually, we're just going to add this here just to show you how to do that. So I've got 2 now, and if I move it like that, that means this is the parent and this is the submenu that comes underneath that. And of course we'll go through this again later, but my intent of this tutorial is to just give you a brief overview so you can kind of get into it, get lost a little bit, and then hopefully find your way out of the bag. And that'll be with my assistance. One other thing I guess I'm going to show you is widgets, and of course I'm going to leave this. It's not going to save my work. But if I hit widgets, you will see, well, a little bit. Actually, it doesn't have any widgets that are installed. But these are all the different types of widgets you can have. You can have a calendar, categories, AdSense, an About Me widget, advertisement, custom menu, links, RSS, all these other ones. And literally you just take this and drag it right over there into the sidebar. Or we take that and we can put it in the footer as well. So just take it over there, drag it in. If I input all this information, then I don't even have to save from here. It'll automatically do it on its own. That's just enough to get you started, and we will be scheduling some sort of follow-up here to ensure that you can make real progress. But